well, you have to have light armor 3, and I think I got that as soon as I could. I'm not, maybe a little bit late. But yeah. Okay, armor division. I apparently didn't build those as reserves, so whatever. Yeah, hopefully I have enough troops to beat France here, the Archists, because they look like they have fewer troops than us, but I can't really be sure because I can't see how many they have. I can vaguely see what types of troops they have here. So like their tanks are down here. I got tanks up here. That little circle thing is tanks. But it's not armor, because armor is the one with the line. They've got some here. But if we look, these are the counters. I just like it because it's easy for me to see what it is. So if we look here, armor is the circle with the line, light armor is the circle. Motorized is the X with the little thing in the middle. Mountain is this, etc., etc., etc. Cavalry, they've got cavalry units. I think that was cavalry unit. Is there another slash that goes the other way? Not that I have available to me. So, yeah, they've actually got a couple of cavalry units right here. Or at least one cavalry unit there. I don't have any cavalry units, but they got some here too. But honestly, I mean, you know, cavalry against tanks is not going to go very well. Unless it's like Imperial Guard from Warhammer 40k with like explosive lances. But yeah, we can't have that. This is really bogging them down, man. How close are you two? Man. I could raise my threat with them. Like, I could raise... Yeah. I could raise my threat and be able to attack them. The national unity thing seems to be working, so I'll just let that go for a while. And maybe Rome will eventually get off their asses and do something. I'd probably just bomb them anyway and blockade them, but Rome's already doing that. Because I don't want to waste any of my troops screwing with Modena. But I just hope Rome takes care of this before Germany attacks them or something. What we're finding. Cool. Give me a little bit more oil available to me. Of course, that's yeah. Not really worried about any of my other stuff. I don't think I'm really comfortable enough with my air superiority to ignore this. So, yeah, and I'll build some of those later on. This is going up pretty good. Actually, I think it went down because I deployed a bunch of troops, but it's definitely staying at a higher level, at least. Yeah, we definitely need to build more dudes. What are you doing? That looks okay, because this is going to finish pretty soon. And then I will build, I'll build some more guys, because basically we're lacking like 10 for this. So I'll build a bunch more infantry, because we definitely need to bolster our Indian front in case Turkey attacks us. Turkey's a big wild card. They might do anything. So we'll just have to see what's going on. You know, there's several ways, if you were wondering about basically modding stuff, there are several ways you can set things like that up. Well, one of the ways to make it so that people can attack anyone they want is to set their neutrality to 0. That's not what I did, but that's one of the simpler ways of doing it. Okay, another fighter group. And right now I'm just going to be like deploying everything into Europe. And then later on, if I need stuff elsewhere, I can just redeploy. But, you know, eventually I might end up losing Brittany to the German onslaught. But I'm trying to avoid that. We'll probably, you know, will probably take about as long as normal to complete the war. But hopefully we get a good outcome to the war. I'm kind of wary of saying that I'm confident in my skills of doing this. Especially considering the United States starts as less of a aligned to us position. Speaking of which, let's check out where they are now on the thing. Yeah. It doesn't look like they're drifting, so I'm going to stop influencing them for now. I like how Chile is their highest priority. Because I don't think they're going to drift away from us at this point. We're just too good of friends, I guess. We were pretty much buds with the United States at the end, so yeah. Let's just I need to get 3 Diplo points. There we go. Let's get these guys in preemptively. Medium bomb. Cool. Now we need to turn that off. And we got stuff. Ooh, more tanks. More party tanks. Now, why can't I deploy stuff here? That's just weird. Okay, well, I can't deploy. Oh, it's probably because I don't have enough infrastructure or something. Or there's not a certain distance from a capital. Alright. G of Europe. No. Transport. Okay. Hopefully they don't stand there. Alright. I'll probably need to set up a second armored group. Do I have a level 3 here? I do. No, I don't. Okay. Well, in any case, I'll set it up when I need to. What was I saying? I don't remember. Let's make sure we're always producing something. Oh, because it put the armor division above. Yeah. That makes sense. It is a higher priority. I'm not. Tanks. More important than rocket test sites that aren't going to affect anything until later. Definitely. Okay, what are we going to deploy now? More tanks. Good. What? Oh. let's actually bring them over here so I can get another HQ squad to use for those two armored groups. Economic boost, awesome. SE plus 50, 5%, plus 50% would be awesome. And extremely overpowered. All right, you vote. Oops. Which one are they in? This one. Okay. Which one? Actually, let's set it as a rebase. And then yeah, we'll set the rebase there. And send small transports back over here. Because we're not really deploying anything in England. No, actually, let's leave this here. And send the big transport fleet back over here. Because we're going to have we might have to transport more troops from Africa, obviously, than from England. Alright, okay, you Highland area. We got some better dudes. Let's try to get a Panzer leader. Let's see if we got any level 2 guys. Got some. Defensive doctrine's not that great. Okay, you join the Highland area. And I don't know if having 2 skill is better than having a Panzer leader. That's pretty good. Okay. So you, I don't know. Select. Okay. Let's put you over here, I guess. Attach you. The second armored. Attach you to the Southern Command. Chateau Leonard. Yeah, okay. That's good. Alright. And then send the tanks to the front. Is the tanks here? Yeah. That way we'll have a tank group in each thing. These are actually the guys with the motorized and self-propelled artillery, so that's great. Okay, so these are strong tank groups. Yeah, for those who kind of want to skip a little bit, probably nothing is going to happen until at least 1939. So I'm just building up. I could... lower my neutrality on some dudes and attack them, but I'm way more worried about Germany than anything else, and to a lesser extent Turkey, because Turkey's got a lot of guys, and later Japan. So I have a feeling Japan will get frisky later. We haven't put a lot of work into our capital ships. Let's put this capital ship armament. Yeah, battle cruisers and battleships. We'll build a few of those later. It'd be nice to get these guys into the Allies. Trying to align these guys with us so that we don't have to worry about that front. Because of their, I don't know, where are they at? They were pretty closely, yeah, they're drifting towards us now. But as you can see, the 5.29, they were drifting towards the HRE. So apparently, ooh, more tanks. More tanks, more tanks, more tanks. Alright. Yeah, basically those things are going to be on. Let's reduce your priority. Just put you at the bottom, and then put you up. Oops. This. No, 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 no. There we go. Because I do want to have this done pretty soon. We got a lot of tanks building, so that's pretty good. So they're probably not closely aligned enough to do anything. Well, they are. We can't do that until because their neutrality is high. Yeah, and they're not really threatened by anybody. All right. Oops. Sorry about that. While nothing's really going on, I kind of want to explain the situation a little bit more to people, since I don't want to cut. I want this game to have a more flowing feel. I'll cut to like do things off screen, but like, yeah, unless I really have to cut. But yeah. Situation with Germany and people asking questions about it. Somebody also asked about Rome. I did answer it in the comments. But the Roman Empire, well, the Holy Roman Empire and the Roman Empire, both are called the Roman Empire. It's basically the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire never fell because obviously the Byzantines still exist. And the Western Roman Empire, you know, it's the Holy Roman Empire. So we gotta deploy tanks. Yeah, I didn't move these guys over because I'm just waiting for the tanks to build up a little bit. So I'm not pausing and transporting a little time. Ooh, like for reals infantry. Alright. Yeah. Let's deploy them right on the front. Attach you to all that. You're too far away. You're too far away. There's no reason to spread the troops that much anyway. Yeah, there's a certain limit of how far you want to be from something. Before leadership breaks down, so. Oh, right, I need to take down the medium bomb. Yeah, light bomb's good too. Close air support and stuff is really great. Right, how's our stuff doing? I really want to finish my aircraft carriers. That'll put a big boost to my oh, I got a lot of efficient research right now. Okay. Yeah, mechanized infantry is fine. Yeah. Increased heart attacks sounds like a good idea. What affects... Oh, this is a great thing if I'm going to use engineers. So let's put that in this. There's a lot of rivers in Europe, so and increases their movement too. Why are we researching this but not the rest of it? Screens are important. Oh shit, yeah, let's do that. Because it's ahead, is it? No. Alright, cool. One of the things I couldn't figure out how to do was to fit Japan into the Comintern without Russia being in it, because Russia was probably going to be in it at the beginning. Not necessarily at the beginning. They weren't going to be in it at the beginning, but their event to join the Comintern was almost always going to happen if I didn't try to prevent it. I just couldn't find a reason why Japan would be in the Comintern at the beginning. They're still more closely aligned, but based on different factors. Let's see how they're aligning. They are being influenced by Germany, so they're probably going to align to the HRE, which makes sense because they hate Russia. Nippon Shakaito. Whatever that means. But, where are they? There's the weird thing. Yeah. As you can see, they're still pretty closely aligned to the Comintern. So if Germany stops influencing them, they'll probably drift back. But right now, it's basically just preventing them from joining the Comintern right now. I'm wondering whether I just want to ignore the Knights for now and try to start influencing Turkey. Get some real politique up in here. Because that would make the least amount of sense. Me deciding to go to my worst enemy to try to protect from somebody that I only really fought once. I guess our fuel is pretty good now. Being maxed out, you can only have 9,999 or 99,000, excuse me, of something. My supplies are fluctuating a lot. I imagine this because I'm putting quite a bit of tech into it. Yeah, we got pretty good. Oh yeah, let's check on the situation over here. Colombia is getting raffle stomped. No, they're doing pretty good. They're fighting back. Yeah, it's pretty stalematey over here. But see who wins up here. I'll probably end up winning the whole shebang. But we'll see. Because I don't think, is Venezuela at war with Chile? They are. Okay. Ooh. And they are not in a good way. So Venezuela's probably about to go down. But, I'm not really sure why. Oh. Okay. It's because they captured this. Okay. Getting a lot of manpower. When's our next thing going to be deployed? These planes. Yeah. The planes are going to finish before the actual carriers themselves. So, alright, since we don't really have anything else that's going to deploy soon, let's go ahead and send over our tanks. This actually can't, yeah. Just a moment. Alright, we're almost into 1939, and again, I will cut at the end of the year. This seems like it'd be a very boring session, but this is kind of how the beginning of the game goes in Hearts of Iron 3, so I apologize to anyone who was hoping for more action sooner, but we're just not set up for it because, yeah. If I had basically set my order of battle up so that I had more troops at the beginning. Okay, so Schwerpunkt is still something we can research. I wish these guys would finish these off. I'm pretty sure Rome has more troops here. Maybe once the war starts, we can take care of that just to free those troops. I'm considering deploying some units in Rome to kind of shore up our friendos here, because it doesn't look like they have a lot of troops. They've actually got more troops, more types of troops here than they've actually got troops. But there's some guys over here too. To protect the southern front here, but there's a long front. It's not just this; it's this entire thing. So we'll have to help our friend here. I mean, we're co-leaders of the Allies, so I can send whatever I want over there. They're basically Italy, so their competence is pretty questionable at this point. Italy's AI is not very good, and I didn't want to try to program a good AI or like do something silly like just copy the German AI. Got any weak points over here? Well, in any case, our tanks are here. Let's kind of front load our tanks. You join second armored. You also join the second armored. Cool. Oh, there was a good leader that, there's a southern command, Mountbatten. Yeah, this guy, he's really good. That guy's really good too. This guy's actually slightly better. But this guy's rank 4. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Old Guard's better than what's it called? Old Guard. Old Guard is minus like 10% experience or something. It sucks. But Trickster gives them more surprise attack or whatever it is. Alright. That'll pretty much do it for this session. Next time I'm going to be trying to build a little bit of infrastructure as well. I probably should have done that a lot earlier, but yeah, building some anti-aircraft guns and things like that. I already have some, like right here, but I think I need to build up some stuff here. I could build an air base or something here, but yeah, just to kind of counter this whole thing. If I can capture Paris early in the war, I won't need to do that. So that's going to be my goal, is basically to capture Paris and try to hold the line while Germany brings over whatever they're bringing over. And just kind of let Italy hang for a little while, assuming that they don't deal with this. Because having all their troops over there is not helping anything. Or Rome, I should say. I was really surprised by them annexing the Papal States. But anybody who's played can know that, like the beginning war, where Italy is attacking Ethiopia, sometimes they annex them, sometimes they puppet state them. So it's not always a 100% chance for them to do what they're supposed to do. All right. So basically, in this session, our ally has taken out one of our former allies, the Nazi Pope, Das Nazi Pope, and yeah. Presumably he's gone to live in some other Catholic nation. We're the most Catholic, but we're also allied with the people who killed him, so maybe not. Maybe these guys. That's hardly relevant, though. We're building up our troops in India and in France, Brittany. And the war in South America has started, so, you know, not necessarily on my front, an action-packed thing, but for other people, pretty action-packed. And if you like, you know, hot troop reorganization action, this would be like porn for you, man. Well, not really, like the other ones would be. This would be like, you know, bikini magazines. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Let's play Hearts of Iron 3.